Hey folks, Steve here with What's Up New London, back with, yes, more holiday event updates. I know they can get repetitive, but I like to keep getting the info out there, help folks remember the events, and there's always little bits of extra information trickling in. With that being said, coming up this weekend, Saturday the 18th and Sunday the 19th, Clint and the Inspire New London crew will be out the park trying to get the final touches on the decorations in the park. They can use some help. They'll be out there both days starting at 10 a.m. If you can help, they'd sure appreciate it. And just a reminder that next week, Thanksgiving, Miller's Market will be open regular hours next week, with the exception of Thanksgiving Day. They'll be there from 7:30 to 3:30 on Thanksgiving. And coming up on Saturday, November 25th, all the activities out the park to get the park lit up. Start off with the first annual holiday cookie bake-off. Bring a dozen cookies and an index card with your ingredients. You don't need to give them your secret recipe. They just need the ingredients for food allergies. Turn your cookies in between 2 and 2:45, and then a panel of judges will judge them on taste and texture. Additionally, the public will get to judge the best looking cookie by contributing $1 in the plate next to those cookies. And the celebration of lights will continue with a pre-lighting party at the Heilman Building from 4 to 5:45 p.m. That'll include the Ugly Christmas Sweater contest, so put on your ugly Christmas sweater and come on out. Judging for that will be at 5 p.m. And then the highlight of the evening at 6 p.m. They'll gather at the front entrance of the park near the sign and walk through as the displays are lit one at a time. Coming up the following week on Friday, December 1st, will be the Village Christmas tree lighting. That'll be at Triangle Park at 7 p.m. There'll be characters there for meet and greet, caroling, and food, and guaranteed fun time. And then coming up a little bit later, New London's Community Club presents their 21st annual Hometown Holidays in New London. This is going to be on Saturday, December 9th. It'll be from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. But hey, get your day started at 7 o'clock. They'll be serving pancakes down at the New London Fire Department from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. So go down and see the firefighters for the pancake breakfast. Marketplace vendors, this is a little change this year. The vendors will be uptown right in the center of activities, so you don't have to hike out to the Heilman Building and back and forth to see the vendors. You can visit the vendors while the kiddies are playing. Vendors are all going to be set up at 2 East Main and the PNC Building, and also some outdoor vendors. So I think that's a great change to be convenient for everyone. Then the Christmas parade will be at 10 a.m., also a change with the parade this year. Route's been updated, so they'll be avoiding that downtown section there of Main Street so that they can set up the activities, events, vendors, and stuff, not have the parade have to fit through the middle and fire trucks and stuff trying to get through while the little kiddies are running around. So I think that's a great idea. It's going to increase safety and a lot more space for the vendors and the activities. The characters will be available for meet and greet, pictures, etc. after the parade. Characters this year, of course, include Mr. and Mrs. Claus. Bluey and Bingo are going to be there this year, and this one's new to me. Jack Skellington will be there. And, of course, the Grinch and Cindy Lou Who. Lots of activities planned, including the giant gingerbread slide. There'll be face painting, balloon twisting, and all sorts of stuff for the kids, food and drink vendors. And, hey, don't forget, please support the local merchants. They're the sponsors that make this all possible, so while you're down there shopping, make sure you support the local merchants as well. Well, folks, there's your holiday event updates, and now segments I always get good feedback on. Folks seem to like the history segment, so up next, a history segment on why this part of Ohio is referred to as the Firelands. Well, I know most folks are familiar with this area being known as the Firelands, but I thought we'd take a little look back and a little refresher and why that is. During the Revolutionary War, British soldiers burned 9 towns in Connecticut. Towns with very familiar sounding names: Danbury, East Haven, Fairfield, Greenwich, Groton, New Haven, New London, Norwalk, and Ridgefield. In the years after the American Revolution, the state of Connecticut owned land called the Connecticut Western Reserve in the northeast corner of the Northwest Territory. This area bordered Lake Erie in what is now northeast Ohio. After the war, these fire sufferers petitioned the state for compensation for their losses. In 1792, the Connecticut legislature agreed to pay 1,870 citizens by giving them land from 500,000 acres set aside from the Connecticut Western Reserve. This area was referred to as the fire sufferers' lands, which was shortened to the hyphenated fire lands and later just firelands. This represents a unique event in the history of America, since at no time before or since have civilian victims of a war been given payment for their sacrifice with land. The land had to be surveyed and divided into tracts, which took 4 years from 1808 to 1812, since the land was densely forested and rugged. Each tract was assigned a number, and depending on the amount of loss suffered by each resident, they were allowed to draw one or more numbers. However, those who were eligible for more than one tract could not be guaranteed the tracts would be adjacent, as the drawing was random, making settling of the land even more difficult. By the time all the petitioners' complaints were reviewed, the land surveyed, and an equitable solution to distribution figured out, many of the original sufferers were either dead or too old to resettle in this rugged land. Claims were sold to relatives, other settlers, or spectators. Back then, it took 40 days of hard travel to get from the towns in Connecticut to the Ohio Firelands. Population and the formation of towns in northwest Ohio began in 1808, with the War of 1812 further slowing development. Settlement of the land was very slow due to its remoteness and the dense woods. Ohio became a state in 1803, and the entire Firelands area was named Huron County in 1809. Today, Huron County is composed of 19 of the original Firelands townships. In 1838, Erie County was formed from the 9 northern townships of the Firelands, and later in 1840, Danbury Township was transferred from Erie County to Ottawa County, and in 1846, Ruggles Township was transferred from Huron County to Ashland County. So there you have it, a little look back at how this area became known as the Firelands, and a little clue as to why, when you look at the map of Huron County, that corner just south of New London's missing that would have made a rectangle. At one time, Ruggles Township was part of Huron County. Until next time. Well, folks, that's it for another episode of What's Up New London. Please remember to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel and follow the Facebook page. And, hey, drop a note in the comments. Let me know what you like, don't like, or anything you'd like to see in the future. If you're someone involved with local events and you've got stuff you'd like announced, be sure to let me know. Appreciate you watching. Remember, like and subscribe. And until next time, stay safe and God bless America.